Introducing presidential candidate, zillionaire Al Rivers.
Truly thank you from my heart. You all are awesome. Again, my name is Al Rivers, and I am running for President of the United States, in which it stands. My name is Al Rivers, and I am running for President of the United States under my own appointed independent party, which is a Democan. And that is a Democratic and a Republican brought together, because I'm bona fide Democratic, but Republicans do have strong points. I'm merging them together with common sense, making it work. Democan Party, line Z, let it be. Let me briefly give you a small description of who I am and where I come from. Born in the Garden State of New Jersey. Raised in Newark, the city of Newark, the boogie down Bronx of Newark, better known as Hooterville. To middle class parents, my father was in law enforcement and my mother in the medical field. Newark is where I've been for many, many years, now residing in Pennsylvania. Let me give you some of my educational history. I've graduated from the Senior Citizen University with a PhD in common sense. With all those things in mind, I believe I can bring to this beautiful world, this nation, reform that could be beneficial to everyone. Now, let's talk about some things that make me qualified. I'm an American. I am a family man. I've been to jail, but not to prison. I own a Toyota Sienna. This is actually my hair, unlike some of my other candidates. Fluent in English and profanity with a touch of Spanish. I am a zillionaire with a total net worth of $0 zillion. Now, let me explain to you the reforms, the issues at hand that I will attack, and that will be beneficial to everyone, I believe. Because I will be running this nation straight off of common sense, the things that should have been dealt with in a diplomatic and common sense form, I will break it down to the common denominator and handle it just like that. We will start with liquid gold. I refer to it as liquid gold, gasoline. Gasoline will never, ever be above $3 in the United States of America. It will never be above $3. You should never have to worry about, should I buy food or gas the car to go to work to get the food, to make the money to get the food. You will not have to make that decision under my administration, because common sense will be in place. Obamacare is great, but we're dealing with Obamacare with fear. And that's because it is beneficial to the very, very poverty-stricken person, but to middle-class families that have to pay these installments, if you will, or premiums. They are expensive. Now, you know, if you're a middle-class person, you live a certain way. You're going to move yourself from out of what you've known as the hood. You're going to move to suburban or a nicer neighborhood or a nicer place to live, so your expenses are high. So now, You want the health care, but you have to then make a decision whether food for the car, gas for the car, pay the gas for the heat to heat your house, pay your rent or your mortgage, or pay your car note, which that's the price of these premiums for some middle class people is car notes. And so we want to make it beneficial where it's affordable for them to pay it and have it. And I want to reform that Obamacare all the way into our care with no fear. Real estate. We've given the banks money, and the banks have taken homes from people. If you get help with your mortgage, you have to do a modification. They want you to destroy your credit to help your credit. And I say that because they want you to destroy your credit to get a modification. You have to not pay your mortgage for 3 months to get help. That will not be the case any longer once I'm sitting in the chair of the White House. You will not have to destroy your credit to get help. We'll help you with help before you get into destitute help needed. Now, the people that have lost their home, if you go back and your house is still available, it's still on the market, no one moved in it, even if it has been vandalized, I'm ordering the banks to give you back those houses and help you fix them up to livable condition. I'm not going to do a whole home makeover, but there will be livable conditions. The bank will come back and do that for you. They will reinstate your mortgage. They will make your mortgage affordable for you. It's better for them to have a low-paying mortgage and making interest off of it as opposed to a house sitting abandoned in a neighborhood, bringing down the property values all around. I want to discuss college education. We are going to reform college education. We're going to streamline it. We have poor children, well, adults, young adults, and parents saving and paying for college for thousands of dollars a year for your child to go to school and learn a bunch of stuff that they're never going to even use in the field that they are going in. 9 times, I'm going to say 7 times out of 10, half of our graduates wind up in the field that they did not specialize in or have a degree in, if you will. So I want to streamline education, make it shorter, and it'll be less expensive for people, because it's terrible. You get out of you get out of college, and then you have destroyed credit your whole life. By the time you retire, you're just paying off your student loans. We have to correct that. And we're going to do all of this with common sense. Those are some of the small things that we're going to change under the Al Rivers administration. And with your help, hand in hand, we can make this new reform stand. I'm a little parched, excuse me. Now we'll go into questions. Yes?
Was that not a Bud Light that you currently have in your hand?
As a human, do you have beverages?
Indeed.
You do consume beverages.
Yes.
Next question.
Mr. Rivers, I know that you're fluent in profanity. Do you think as the president those are those are the proper words that you should use as president?
I don't know, bitch. Next question.
How do you feel about free college?
I think that free college will be great, but we do know that this nation runs off of money, and it could be expensive for the government. That's something we can definitely entertain. Next question.
Mr. President, what do you think of Hillary Clinton as being the first woman president?
Next question.
Candidate for president.
Well, young lady, if you've been here during my speech, you would already have the answer to that. Next question.
you to think about our former president, Mr. Barack Obama?
Next question.
Are you possibly thinking about bringing in George Bush as your vice president?
The only thing that we'll be dealing with as far as Bush is Bush baked beans.
Mr. Rivers,
Yes.
how do you feel about Donald Trump running?
Donald Trump, that's a very interesting question. I would love to answer that. Donald Trump is building a beautiful wall for all you Mexicans. African Americans, you should see the ship that he's going to build for you.
Mr. Rivers, you use the word bitch so freely. Do you even know what that means?
Well, according to Webster, it's a four-legged dog, female dog. Under my administration and my care and my definition of it, I don't discriminate. A bitch can be a man or a woman. And it's often, in my administration, will be a title or position given. And I think you just submitted your resume for it, bitch. Yes, sir.
Would Bush also be a new cabinet position appointment where, you know, you have Homeland Security, you have Defense Secretary, and a place for a bitch, for the bitches in the United States?
Well, a good question, young man. A bitch, a certified bitch, you're talking about commander bitch, and you're talking about chief executive bitch. Those positions have already been filled but have not been named properly. I will bring that in. That's a good idea, yes. I think that that would be very appropriate title given to people that is deserving of it. Bitch is a powerful word. Next question.
Do Black Lives Matter?
I'm sorry?
Do Black Lives Matter?
I would like to say to you, I know you know damn well I didn't turn this color by going to the tanning bed. Next question.
Do you dad?
Do I dab?
Yes.
I'm the President of the United States, well, will be the President of the United States. And that's a question for me?
Yes.
Of course I dab. Do you dab?
No.
I do a couple other things. Cha-cha slide, Mississippi slide, Cupid shuffle. Some people say that's for the women or men. They have some type of sex agenda with that sometime. I do all those dances. The nay-nay, and I'll do some of those. We will do that at the White House. I promise no watermelons on the front lawn. Next question.
What will you do about ISIS, and will you find their hiding spots? Nobody seems to can find them.
The United States of America have one of the strongest militaries and armies in the world. There's only one word that comes to mind when I think of ISIS. Elimination. Next question.
How do you feel about Beyonce's Super Bowl performance?
I feel that Beyonce did what she could do to get a point across. Her message was great. Her message was outstanding. I enjoyed the performance. In this nation, we will deal with people that have all types of opinions. Opinions are like noses. We all have them. We all have them. They're in all different shapes, sizes, colors, but we all use them to do one thing. That's to breathe oxygen. That's what opinions are like. So let them sniff what they made, because it's just their air. Next question. Yes, sir.
Are you aware that you're currently in the kitchen?
Well, that's a good question. I'm in the kitchen. Every president has a cabinet. In my kitchen, you will see my cabinets. And so I made that point to let you know that there's a lot of cabinets in this kitchen. So I have a lot of recipes and ingredients to straighten out this deflated, this corrupted government. I like this guy.
Okay.
Next question.
Are you going to be an asshole as a president?
That's something you're going to have to ask yourself in the mirror. And if you consider yourself one, then I'll be. Next question.
Will you always wear suit and ties?
I will not always wear suit and ties. You understand? These $1,500 suits and stuff, I'd rather, even though I have enough money to get my own suits, I don't want to waste the government money on wardrobe. I can wear something down on days that I'm not, making speeches or addresses and things like that. And that money could put food on the table for probably a whole lot of people. Now, now, if you throw that shoe up here, young lady, I promise you, I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to throw my shoe back at you. You'll then be referred to as a bitch, and we both will leave with one shoe on and one shoe off. Think about it. That's all, folks. Thank you all for coming. It was my pleasure to make this announcement. You all, I look forward to rolling up my sleeves and bringing this great nation to what it could be. Once again, I introduce myself as a presidential candidate. I'm leaving as your next president of the United States of America, in which it stands one nation under God.